Hey all, today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing lesson 2 plotting shapes in our code.org. And so the way we're going to do this is first thing what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and open up our code.org through Clever. And then once we get here, you're going to go to, let me show you, I'm in the teacher screen. Let me go ahead and get to the student version. And give me 1 second, we'll switch this to teacher. We'll switch this to student. All right, so this is the panel you're going to be looking at. We're going to scroll down to lesson 2, which says plotting shapes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to lesson resources, and we're going to click on that. And once we're on lesson resources, we are going to be using the drawing shapes version A. So we're going to have to make a copy of the drawing shapes version A, and we're going to make it in Google Docs. So we'll go ahead and click on it in Google Doc. And then we're going to go ahead and click on make a copy. And once a copy is made, we're first going to go ahead and change the title, and you're going to use your first and last name, and mine is Mr. B, and it's going to be Activity Guide for Drawing Shapes. All right, and the shape we're going to be interested in is going to be this one. It's going to be drawing 1A color. So this is the shape we are going to draw. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that shape here, and we're going to split our screens. And we are now going to go ahead and we're going to go back to our lesson 2, plotting shapes. And we're going to click on this little button right here with the computer, and it says 1. We're going to click on that. And once we do that, we're going to get a screen that looks similar to this. And once we're here, we're going to go ahead and then click on Run. And once we click on Run, what we're now going to be able to do is we're going to be able to draw circles, as well as we're going to be able to draw some squares as well, and we're going to be able to use different colors. Now, in order to, if you all take a look at this right here, we've got a grid on this right here. So in order to get our grid, we're going to go ahead and click on Show Grid. And so now what we'll be able to see is we've got in the top left-hand corner, we've got 0, 0, and then to the right, we've got coordinates 400, 0. Down to the bottom right here is going to be coordinate 400, 400. And in this corner right here is going to be 0 and 400. And if you watch my mouse, you'll be able to see that right here in this area right here, as I move my mouse around here, my X and Y coordinates are changing. And so in order to make a shape, the first shape we want to do is we want to do this shape right here. And this shape is a red circle, and it's at coordinates 100, 100, and 100. And let's see if I can show you all this. So you see this right here is 100, and then you see this right here is 100. Well, these two lines intersect right here. So we want to draw a circle, red circle, at the point 100, 100. So we're going to go ahead and then we're going to go ahead and click on circle. We're going to click on red. And then we're going to find the point 100, 100. And as I move my mouse, you can see my coordinates on the bottom left. My X and Y coordinates are changing as well. I want to get as close as I can to the 100, 100. It doesn't need to be precise, but it needs to be close. So right here is pretty close. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And that gives me my circle, and that circle right here is about 100, 100. The next thing I need to do is I need another circle, and this circle right here, the X coordinate, which is right here, is at 100, and the Y coordinate right here is going to be at 200. So I want another circle. I want it red, and I want to go to X 200. So your X is your run, and your Y is your rise. So I'm going to go back right here. This is giving me a coordinate of 200 for my X and 100 for my Y. So I'll go ahead and put another dot there. The next thing I need is a blue circle. So I'm going to go to my circle, click on blue. And then on this blue circle, we can see that it's at about 150 and 150. So I want to go to 150, 150. That's about right here. That's close enough. So give me 150 and 150. The next thing we need is four boxes, and the boxes need to be green. So we'll click on box, we'll click on green, and we can see the corner of this box right here is at X is 50 and Y is 200. So I want to be right about right here. X is 50, Y is 200. And then the next box is going to be x is at 100 and y is at 250. So I want to go to about right. Again, we'll click on a box. We'll click on green. And we want to go about right here where it's given us our y is 250 and our x is 100. And then we want another box right next to it. Now we're getting pretty simple. And now again, we're going to get another box and we're going to go up this way. And in this corner, it's going to be 200 and 200. And right here is about 200 and 200. All right, so once you're done with that, then what you're going to do is you're going to take a picture of it. And the way you're going to take your picture is you're going to go to your snippet. And let's see if we can go to the snippet. So once we go to our snippet, we are going to take a picture right here of our happy face. Then we are going to go over to our activity guide. We're going to go to the second page, and you see where it says draw your own? We're going to take this picture right here, and we're going to delete it. And we're going to hit Control V, and we're going to paste our own picture right here. Then underneath, we're going to go ahead and answer these two reflection questions. So for this reflection question, the first one says, what things are more important in communicating about position, color, and order of the shapes in this activity? So what things were important in communicating about the position? Well, it was important. One thing important was that the positions needed to be followed in order to make a symmetric smiley face. So that's just one way that you can answer this question. You can answer it any way you like. And let's see here. The second question, what's another way you have seen similar problems solved in the past? Well, that's a tough question because you may not have had something similar to this. So you can go ahead and maybe take this question out of this context right here. And when was the last time maybe you used a graph? So the way you can answer this question is that I have used a graph before in math to solve problems. So something like this would be acceptable. You know, feel free to make. Of course, you know, I do want y'all to use your own words, but you know, something similar to this is going to be acceptable. And once you are done here, you can now go ahead and go back to your Clever, open up your eCampus if it's not already open. And then what you'll do is you'll go ahead and submit this assignment under code.org lesson 2 plotting shapes. All right, hopefully this was helpful and have a little bit of fun.